cool trucks. Model A engine. That's really neat. Grab another gear. Donkey engines. Very cool. We've turned around 1860s. How big is that? Oh! 3,000 feet. So cool. Made a wrong turn. Ralph, what are you doing? Car smoking. It's beautiful in here. 9,000 feet. That's where we're headed, March.
Oh.
In the middle of nowhere. Basically a tornado. It's like I'm in a Western movie. We going the right way?
So awesome.
1896. There's the mill over there. Oh, man. The old gas pumps. Flathead V8 in it. Authentic Ghost Town Model T Coupe.
Woo!
Plot twist. Some sort of fluid. U-joint situation. Maybe transmission fluid. Camshaft this big. Bucket of blood saloon. All the donkeys. Being a sugar coma. Bonanza was actually filmed. Knuckle Buster. There's some old buildings. May have to pull over. It's so pretty.
Is it bad?
I can guarantee you will not make it.
Best thing on the trip.
Impossible to park. We had to pull over. Make your daddy proud. Marge and the kids were in the mine. Folsom State Prison. Guard shack up there. Spotted by the guards.
We're in it!
Look, we're in a police chase.
So cute.
Massive line. There's Alcatraz. That thing's in nice shape. We're in Alcatraz. They may keep Marge. Get out through the back wall. There's the Golden Gate. All these little babies.
Oh, Lordy.
Look how steep that is. Craziest street. It's so crazy. Wyatt Earp's grave. 1810.
Oh my gosh.
Levi Strauss. The Golden Gate Bridge. What a beauty.
Alabama.
Redwood Forrest. Look at this. Look at that. Glass pieces. What is that? Looks like a cave. There's seals hanging out there. Found a structure. Where's Marge going? Guys, in this video, we have 4,200 miles to get home in this 33-year-old Lincoln we bought off Facebook Marketplace, completely sight unseen. In the last video, it's got a fuel leak going on. We got a squeaking U-joint. We've been on the verge of overheating issues with this car. But we're starting out with this video on the outside of Yosemite National Park. We're planning on going to Yosemite, Bodie Ghost Town, Virginia City Wild West Town, go swimming at Lake Tahoe, Sutter Mill where the gold rush started, Folsom Prison, Alcatraz Prison, Wyatt Earp's grave, the Redwood Forest, and the Glass Beach. And I may have wrecked the car into something. Without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, good morning. Another day, another Hawaiian shirt. The kids love it. Marge is checking out from the room. We are going to get in the car. Hopefully all the gas didn't pour out last night. We're going to take Squeaky into Yosemite. We may just have to name it Squeaky, you know?
Yeah.
Look at that trailer, man. That thing's awesome. Nissan hardbody trailer. Very nice. I like the Suburban that's slammed back there too. Looks like our car slammed overnight. The air ride, you know, settles. Golly, she looks mean right now. You can see the stains on the pavement, but I think it stopped dripping. That's good. Doesn't that Suburban look good? I like it. We got it all packed in there. It's just dust, isn't it? Oh, golly, I was worried. The oil seems good. Casings seem good. I haven't checked the pressure, but they don't look like they're squatty or nothing. Here goes nothing.
Cold start, son. Dang.
See the suspension coming up? Kind of crazy, isn't it? It'll kind of scrub on the front if you take off too early. I'd say we're not the first person to leave the Indian Casino in our Lincoln. I'd bet money. What is it, 2 hours to go to Yosemite? Something like that?
Yeah.
Our gauge still shows full. I don't know how this tank is built, but if it has like that lock ring on top, like a lot of them do, maybe that seal's messed up and it's leaking when it's completely full. It's hard to tell when you're almost full, but if I hear that gurgle next time, I'll just stop. We probably are suffering a little bit of our fuel mileage with all that leak. We're coming into Sierra National Forest here. Gaining a ton of elevation. I think we're going to be climbing for most of the day here. We have turned around. Ralphie saw a railroad thing down here, so we're going to go check it out. I don't know if it's open right now, but we see a train. We must partake. The Yosemite Mountain Sugar Pine Railroad. Okay. Let's check it out. Before we hop on this train ride, I'd like to talk to you about today's sponsor, Thrive Market. Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store that delivers the highest quality groceries right to your doorstep. And they're the first online-only retailer to accept SNAP and EBT. They're your go-to destination for healthy and affordable groceries. Just check out some of the great stuff we got. Pineapple sauce, mango sauce, which Ralphie can't wait to try, and even healthy fruit snacks. And Marge can't live without her salsa, okay? She loves that stuff. You can shop high quality groceries and your favorite brands without the big price tags, and they have a lowest price guarantee. Thrive Market has the highest quality standards, and they restrict over 1,000 questionable ingredients from all the products on their site. And for every paid annual membership, Thrive Market donates a free membership to someone in need, making it easier for low-income families, veterans, and teachers to have access to natural and organic groceries. Some of my personal favorite items we got is our last shipment. We got some cashews that I absolutely love, and these caramels are so good. I've already ate them, guys, before we started this. They have so many great tasting options that are great for our day-to-day life or on a road trip like we are right now. If I could have gotten through TSA, I would have, okay? You can skip those long grocery store lines and get your favorite brands or new brands that you don't even have at your grocery store. Plus, you can stick to your budget without sacrificing quality. Another big time saver is their buy it again button. If you've bought products in the past, it's just a one-click deal to put that right back in your shopping cart and get it again. And with free shipping on all orders over $49, you just can't beat it. No additional fees or tipping. So click the link in the description box or go to thrivemarket.com/sleeperdue to get 30% off your first order and a free gift when you join Thrive Market today. Now let's get on this train ride.
Bro, what are these old trucks?
Man, they got some cool trucks. Look at that. Four-wheel dig with the winch bumper. I love this one too. Was it like a 58 or 9 Chevrolet? Something like that. Viking, it says. That's cool. See, it's a 60.
Oh.
That's a big truck.
Yeah, I drive that everywhere.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Ride in comfort in a big 2-ton truck. Oh, we thought she was overheating, but that's the air ride system. She wouldn't do that to us. Oh, look, they got the train in the building down there. And look at the little tiny cars. Ralphie's always wanted to do a railroad at the house. So they logged here from 1899 to 1931 with these small gauge railroads. Restored exactly the same as it was from 1908 to 1924. This is the little train down here. We're walking down here to see it. Look, it's got like a Model A engine in it.
Yeah.
That's so neat. It looks like an old Model A. Yeah, it's a Model A front end even.
That's so cool.
That is so neat.
Oh, did they use this thing yesterday?
Who knew it even existed? I'm glad we stopped, huh? Look at the switch thing. These seats are made out of logs. I thought it was just logs, but it's actually seats.
Seats, that's cool. Yeah.
I got you a hat. There you go. Now you're ready for the railroad. It even fits over all that hair you got. All right, so we got tickets to ride on the little rail cars. Got our sticker too. So cool. Yeah, it's a nice Lincoln. So cool.
Right here to our left-hand side, all this old railroad equipment and the tracks that we're operating on today were bought by us from the West Side Lumber Company. Burned up the road towards Tenaya Lodge, topped the road, and burned out that whole canyon by us. It was prized for its smell because when chopped down, it retains its smell for years to come, the sugar pine and the ponderosa trees. If you actually look out, those pine cones are the largest pine cones in the world, measuring in between 16 to 24 inches in length.
That's crazy.
And grows in groups of 3, and has a bark that is, when peeled, says to produce a scent that is closely related to vanilla and fresh butterscotch. The sugar pine tree, however, produces pine needles 27 until they're closed in 1931. Throughout the forest have been picked up by the U.S. Forest Service.
Feels weird going down the hill backwards.
The lumberjack, however, was paid by the tree, meaning the more trees that you cut down, the larger paycheck that you will produce.
So if they cut 30,000 acres of trees.
Look at that.
Look at that setup. I've never seen that before. That's really neat. He says it runs, it just ain't got no brakes. We know how to fix that, don't we?
Yeah.
I've never seen a bed like that before. We're the first ones down here today. No telling what we'll see. They said they have like 4 to 5 pound pine cones, the biggest ones in the world. Saw this burnt in 2017. Man, it's beautiful forest up this way.
I bet that's huge.
Oh, inline 6. I think those are like a 301 cubic inch or something. All right, we're headed back. Moving. He just grabbed another gear. thing's scooting.
For real.
This thing pulls the hill pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
He said this one's on low boost. They got another one in a rocket ship up this hill.
It's going fast.
Yeah,
It's going fast enough.
All the mechanical stuff. I could feel the heat off that train when we went by. It's so hot. That was so fun. Was that everything you dreamed of being more?
Pretty awesome.
It was really neat. I really enjoyed it. It's cool that it's a Model A. It's that old power crosscut saw. It looks like it's a...
So scary.
I was like...
I would get near that thing.
This saw's killed 7 men. Donkey engine. So this would run all their equipment. It's got the donkeys.
Good.
Hey,
Where
morning.
are you guys from?
That's a big pine cone. That's where we're going next.
Trains, but it's a great piece for a museum.
Yeah, it's really cool.
They had to replace one of the logs because of dry rot. So they knew it was built in 18...
You said axe rail? You got one kind of like that Teddy gave you, huh? That branch just for working on the train, I guess.
Yeah.
I can see you ending up in a cabin like this with these lights everywhere.
Yeah.
The conductor hat. The logs that museum are built out of started growing in the 1750s. Squeeze wants to see the Kid Depot. I used to do the squish pennies everywhere I went as a kid. I love the retro theme, soldier stuff. 4 gliders, Ralph, for $7.
Are you ready? You ready?
Oh man, he just pops out of the log, doesn't he? They're hooking the train up. Look at the crankshaft, Ralph. Do they all have that on the outside? That seems weird. And they got these like planetary gear sets. Got our sticker on here. Well, that was definitely worth the stop right there. Sometimes on these trips we get to places like that and we're like, do we have time to stop? And then we always feel like we need to keep going because we're, you know, trying to get home. But man, sometimes it's just worth taking the time to stop. Digging the road out. Thank you. We want to go towards El Capitan. Look at these buildings here. They look old, don't they? Wawona Hotel? Is that what this says? It's closed right now for renovations, but man, it looks cool. It reminds me of the pictures I saw of the Wonderland Resort Hotel up near Gatlinburg. Very cool. We're gonna head back towards the visitor center. We'll probably check this out too, though. I don't know what road we're on, but I don't think we're headed towards the visitor center. We've turned around. We're headed back towards this history center. We can't find the visitor center anywhere. We never did find the visitor center, but Marge found the Wawona Hotel General Store. Me and Ralph are gonna walk over to this history center thing.
You see how clear it is?
It is very clear. Man, yeah, all kinds of horse-drawn carriages here.
4 rows.
Look how high up it is.
Darn
Oh look, I love how it says Yosemite on the side. So that's like actually been used here. All that suspension. That is a bouncy ride. Man, they got so many of them. Horses up there. Check out this covered bridge. It's been here since the 1860s. Marge loves covered bridges. They said this was the only road going into Yosemite. It's the oldest bridge in Yosemite. Man, look at the size of the timbers in here, guys. How big is that? Like 2 feet by 2 feet? Look at that. It's massive. Man, what a heavy bridge. So they got a bunch of old log cabins and stuff here. The old Wells Fargo building, built in the early 1900s. I love the design of this log cabin here. It's unusual looking, isn't it? It's pretty neat. They're doing some blacksmith work up here. Ralphie loves that stuff.
This is nice.
I thought you would like this.
Look at that tree. How
Yeah.
crazy I love it.
There's like a hand crank on there. Oh, it's still there. It's like a candle holder. So I guess you can do horseback riding and everything here. That would be cool. Don't think I've ever seen a chimney look like that. We're venturing down to the river here. Watch out for them snakes, y'all. Look how round they are. The water's really worked on them. That's really pretty, isn't it? I bet it's cold though. That's pretty deep there. It's deeper than I thought. Usually in Tennessee, they're shallow.
Yeah, they are really shallow.
On towards the Yosemite Valley. Man, my ears are popping. We are gaining in elevation fast. Over the mountain going into Bodie, we're gonna hit 10,000 feet plus. It's gonna be a long drive, looks like. Is that? Oh, wow, look ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. This is crazy right here. Oh my gosh. think that's Half Dome we're seeing off in the distance. Maybe El Cap to the left. Oh, this is a long one, guys. Are you gonna be able to do it? It is dark. I gotta turn my headlights on. I've never turned them on. I can't find them. There we go. Just realized I have sunglasses on too. I don't know if you're gonna make this one, guys.
Squeeze. She's out. Yeah.
Why are you in?
I don't want to. She's still in. We'll see. It ain't worth it.
It's not worth it. That was sketch for a second. I couldn't see nothing.
She's had to have cheated, but
This one's cheating back here.
I'm feeling her. She ain't breathing.
You're almost there, Wall. I'll give her some gas.
Slow down. Give her some gas.
That's a long one.
It's going down.
Oh, you almost made it. Almost. They're
Yeah,
right
this
here.
is like a good view, apparently. It's called tunnel view.
Tunnel view?
Look at the water.
Oh! Whoa!
Pictures, Ralph. Here.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's amazing.
Wow, there's nowhere to park at all. Man, what a beautiful valley.
That's it coming from. Is that El Cap?
Ralphie said, imagine coming up on this, first person to see it. Oh my God. Like, this is the Bridalveil Falls. You can't even get into the parking lot because there's so many people in line.
Oh man. Look at that big thing.
So we just got done watching Free Solo, which is where Alex Honnold climbed that with no rope or anything. Just climbed it. I cannot imagine why anyone would want to do that. And my feet were tingling for the whole show.
And sweaty.
Man, that is unbelievable that anybody's ever climbed it. I think the first person that climbed it was in the 1950s. Lincoln is looking nice. What a pretty area of the country. Those falls are 620 feet high. I believe that's 3,000 feet. This is one of the prettiest drives we've ever been on. Oh, we got another massive waterfall over here. That is so cool. Man, that is awesome. I think we made a wrong turn, and I believe we were headed back around. I think we just missed the visitor center, and we were headed back around towards El Cap. This is all one ways, guys. We're going to get a closer up view of El Cap here. I can't pick out anybody climbing up it right now. Why are you going to climb it? No. Unbelievable. What a pretty valley, huh?
It's pretty.
We got the long drive over the mountain range towards Bodie, California. Taking 120. Was it Tioga Road? Going up, up, up. It's weird when you're looking straight ahead at like the cliff face. We're at 5,000 feet and we're gonna go to 10,000.
We're going to 10,000, so we're only halfway.
Ralph, what are you doing? Car smoking. Looks like we're getting some sort of fluid on the exhaust on this passenger side. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it drip anything, but we know that's when we stop and it smokes.
Crammed, miserable, hot, all the above.
It's not miserable.
It's not that bad.
I think it's cozy. It's pretty cozy.
Yeah, it is pretty cozy.
We are now at 8,000 feet elevation. Big squeeze us out. We're starting to see snow now off in the distance. How'd they ever build a road here? Pulled over here. I think you can see Half Dome from here. I don't know how these trees grow in this rock. What a cool rock here. It's like 65 degrees too.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Yeah. Super windy. That's a hard view to beat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Another nice view. Sorry, Wall, will you move over? Look at the lake down here, guys.
Oh, it's so blue. It's right here, all of a sudden.
It's so blue in there, isn't it?
Kenya Lake.
What a pretty spot, huh?
Love it. Beautiful.
What could be prettier, really?
I don't know.
It's so cold though. Yeah,
See how cold it is.
I felt colder. It's probably swimmable.
I gave it a touch. It is very cold. That's why you don't see anybody swimming in it.
Hard to see elevation.
Beautiful in here.
Look at that little tree right there. Just hanging on for dear life.
Hang it in there. Really open it up in here. I haven't seen much large wildlife down here. This would be where you'd see it, you'd think.
See, I think that'd be fun.
Think so?
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do it. We just hit 9,000 feet elevation and climbing. Inyo National Forest? I know it's been Inyo National Forest. Look at the snow. Y'all want to touch snow? Is it hard?
It's good, some good packing snow.
Quit. No, we're going to get nasty. Another lake here of some sort. It's 61 degrees here. Is that the road we're going down?
I'm afraid so.
Trail down the side of the mountain. Yeah, that's where we're headed, Marge.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, what a view. Don't worry, we've got some gravel mounds on the edge.
That'd probably stop.
I pulled over here just to let the brakes cool down. I'm kind of scared to gear down too low and use the transmission because the U-joint seems to really squeak when you do that. I'm trying to make this thing last. I can smell our brakes, and I've been easy on them. Like, I've been babying them on the way down. I think this may be Mono Lake. It's so blue looking.
It's beautiful.
Oh, look,
like an
right in the
island.
middle has an island. I feel better. The guy at Yosemite was like, if your car will make it over the mountain there, you got a good car because it goes up to 10,000 feet and everything.
You didn't tell us this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And
I experienced this.
I will tell you, there is nothing in between here and there. Like, it's like 50-something miles, and there's absolutely nothing to stop and get for food or gas or anything. So you got to be pretty sorted. We're going to try out one of these local restaurants because it's like, what, 3-something here?
We're starving.
We haven't even had lunch. I love the sign. That is so cool. It's like our new shirt. Little hometown diner. This is the best, huh? Oh, fish and chips over here. She always gets something different than everybody else. It looks really good, though. More ketchup? That was good. That was definitely approved. If you're outside Mono Lake, check it out. Very good. I think I'm going to run in this store. It says Western Wear. There you go. Wow. Buffalo hide. You can buy the actual hide. I don't think I've seen that before. Got a lot of cool Native American stuff. Now, on to Bodie Ghost Town. I've been wanting to do this for probably 5+ years now. Big deal for me to go to Bodie. Yeah, it's beautiful down there.
It's awesome.
We've turned off into the middle of nowhere. This is the first time I've really felt out west on this trip. These roads that are out in the middle of the desert that just go straight forever. Love it. Ghost Town of Bodie, 10 miles. That's a pretty cool sign. So you can still see the lake from this turn. We're going 10 miles that way, and I believe it's unpaved for parts of it at least. It's a good thing we have this air ride suspension. Rough road. For sure. There's a dust devil. You can barely see it. There's one right in front of us. See it? See it right there? Oh!
Useless.
Wow. Basically a tornado, guys.
He don't want to scratch his car up. Let's scratch it.
Right here where the pavement is, guys.
We are in the middle of nowhere.
That's accurate. I feel like I'm in a Western movie. And this is where the stagecoach is robbed, is right down through here.
Exactly.
This is crazy. It's like somebody's hut from out here. Somebody was living in back in the day. What are y'all doing out
They're
here?
standing right at the little gate.
The cattle crossing, like, hey, will you pick this thing up for us?
Oh, baby. It's a baby.
We going the right way? They do look healthy.
Yeah.
His fuzzy head. But we have got on a rough road, guys.
Was she trying to eat the dirt?
Let's just eat the dirt.
But we eat the rocks. They ain't afraid of no cars. There's the bull.
Keep climbing the hills and then going down these valleys. What is that? Tiny hut?
Little cabin. No, there's another thing too.
Like slow down the crawl for some of this. There may have never been a lake in Mark 7 out here. Don't have to turn the air off. It is getting hot. All the way up to the A is normal here, and I don't want it to get any higher. We went over that mountain.
That's wild.
You can believe it. Oh my gosh. Look ahead, guys. We're gonna make it. We can walk from here. So this is one of the most well-preserved ghost towns in America. A lot of people put it at the top of the list. Not as easy to get to as I thought it might be. They keep these buildings up, so a board falls off, they nail it back up. They're not like restoring them, but they just keep them from falling down. Already see some mining stuff, so that looks like, you know, the winch tower or whatever to go down the mine. There's so many buildings.
It's a ton of
Like,
buildings.
usually there's not nearly that many buildings in a ghost town. I didn't know if I'd ever get to come here. Look at the building to the right. That is
That's a big building.
crazy. That's part of the mining operation for sure there.
It's awesome.
All kinds of little buildings too. This is like unbelievable.
So awesome.
Look how dirty the Lincoln is. There's so much dust on the back of it now. So there's two roads in. We came in that road and we're gonna go back out this road. Even past the parking lot, there's buildings going out that way.
Hi. Hi. We can be best friends.
It says that gold was discovered here in 1859 by W.S. Bodie. That's who the town's named after. And that's why all this is built. Man, there's some big equipment here. That's like a big winch, right? To go down the mine or something?
We'll follow it.
Wow, that's enormous. Old mining carts. I think that's an air pump to pump air into the mine. Oh man, that's the kind of elevator you have to ride. Mom would never get in that. Look how big the timbers are. 1896 is cast into it. It's beautiful out here. You always find metal cans in ghost towns because they just threw them everywhere apparently, and they get blown around by the wind later. So apparently there's like a visitor center over here. There's the mill over there, which is probably the best looking building in the town, looks like. Here's the engine, look at this. What is that out of?
That's so cool.
Will it run? There's the cowl to it.
It has the firing order to stand.
I don't recognize the engine right off.
And
Get out of there, Marge. Quit kicking bushes. Let's go. There's the steering shaft and steering
I
box.
wonder how big that is. That's huge.
This one's falling in here. I think this more so than any place I've been feels like you're in a legitimate Wild West town, you know? It's not a bunch of like rebuilt stuff, you know? A lot of stuff is really touristy, which I like touristy, honestly. But this is really cool. There's an old truck down there, Marge.
See, I knew there was a rock trail. There's a rock trail.
She's trying to keep up where we're at here. So this is the Methodist church, and it was built in 1882. What a cool house in front of us, huh?
Look at how tilted it is.
Yeah, it's leaning. Ralphie had to run down there and see this heavy equipment. He likes that kind of stuff.
That makes electricity.
Oh, okay.
Stanley Electric.
Oh yeah, still got some of the copper wires coming
Yeah,
out.
it's like huge.
This is a lot of their big equipment out here. It said it got sold from the guy who owned the town in 1962 to the state of California. Glad somebody preserved it.
More typical. And you can still see some red paint on the Green Street side.
Oh, I see a little red paint. Okay, this is a red barn, isn't it?
I think you can go in it.
Ooh, nice. I love a good picture show. It's talking about all the lawlessness that was here back then. Gunfights and everything, of course. Oh man. They've had a couple different layers of flooring.
This is the Miller House.
Miller House, okay. There's money in there?
Yep.
Whoa, bunches of money. This floor is so soft. 1932, there was a fire, of course, and then it's a ghost town in 1974. These floors feel like they're going to fall through, don't they?
Yeah.
The old stove. Remember all the stoves at the Ford Museum?
They were like the wires.
Yeah, they used to run them on the outside of the wall, not the
I
inside.
thought they have really tall ceilings and stuff.
Yeah, electrical meter up there. That's a weird place for a meter. Will they come in your house to read it? Now they just guess at it, I think.
I was 25 when he married Delilah in Genoa, Nevada. He became a banker and kept the Bodie Bank open until 1932. He always believed Bodie's mines would prosper again.
And this was his house. It has some fancy trim work and stuff. Look at the old power lines, guys. You see that?
They go all the way
Look,
up.
that's nothing like what we have now, is it? What has Marge found? Chipmunk?
Where's he at?
Where is he?
Right there.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Prairie dog. Yeah, it kind of looks like a prairie dog. think it's a chipmunk.
Either way, his name's Gary. This is the first brick building we come to. Everything's made out of metal here. A lot of these towns, they were so desolate, there's no trees, obviously, that it was easier to get like metal or stone than it was to get lumber back in the day. I see some desperados down here. Got some people dressing the part. 37 Dodge Graham. I had a Graham Page one time. Old store that's not open anymore. I like the old gas pumps. I mean, how'd they ever get gas out here on that road? See the wavy glass and it's got bubbles in it and stuff?
Those caskets are bad.
Oh, it's the morgue. Ooh. We have a lot of old stuff. Oh, that's an early one there.
I see you.
Gold scales. That's the biggest scales I think I've ever seen used by the standard mine. Is that piano you said?
That's crazy.
How do they make that wood that shape for the
Yeah, look at these. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, some massive files, huh?
Crazy.
Really pretty buildings right here.
This is a hotel, by the way.
Hotel? Looks like the second floor is starting to work its way into the first floor. Oh yeah. A bunch of stuff in there.
Look, there's like things like acrobats.
This is the stairway to go to the second floor originally.
Post office.
Post office, okay. You guys don't see anything in those upper windows, do you? We've only got another hour before this closes.
Well, we better head to that graveyard we left somewhere.
Yeah, we do.
We don't want to miss it. I want to look at that truck.
Okay. This one's about falling down here. V8 badge on the hood, Ralph. It's stamped into it. Should have had a flathead V8 in it back in the day.
Yeah.
You see it has like no rust, guys? Well, I was talking about California cars. Like a truck like this in Tennessee would already be rusted out. This is such a cool town.
Yeah, it is really cool. There's like so many buildings I feel overwhelmed. Yeah, I like all the big machinery stuff.
Yeah. Stuff like those braces there helping hold the building together. We're going to try to head up to the mill. Looks like a schoolhouse with a big lightning rod too. That's a big building. All the way up to there is just rows of houses. There's no telling how many used to be here. Because if they had a fire, I'm sure a lot of this got destroyed. I don't like walking through stuff like this. It makes me think there's going to be a SNAKE somewhere. There's a lot of towns I've been to that are smaller, ghost towns that used to be the largest city in the state, like Leadville. That's a pretty house there. And here's the mill. You can't go any closer than this. We should be able to get a pretty good view down below it though. This is awesome.
It'd be better if they planted some donkeys here.
Yeah, they should
That'd be cool.
totally bring them in. There's a winch. Look, it still has the handles on the winch, Ralph.
Oh, that's so cool.
Ralphie always wants to get big equipment that's hard to move. Oh, that's neat, huh? Look, you see that big brake, the band?
So that moves.
Engages or disengages the gears again.
That way.
That's pretty cool. I love the color of that.
Yes, it's awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen buildings like that. I dare say I think this is the best authentic ghost town I've been to. I think as far as a touristy Wild West town, Tombstone's #1, but as far as a legitimate abandoned ghost town, this is #1. But we're still planning on going to like Deadwood on the way home and stuff, so we're still going to hit some more Wild West towns.
Yeah.
So we're right in the middle of town now, so this kind of gives you an idea of how big the town is if you pan around here. But we're on Onion Street, as Ralphie calls it.
Be quiet.
But yeah, this is the town. The roads were usually really rough in these western towns because they got washed out by the rain and horses go in the bathroom and everything. It was usually really rough roads. Old power pole. Look at the green or blue insulators there. Look at this. This is old broken bottles. See, that one's red.
Yeah.
That one's blue. So they use a lot of glass bottles and a lot of metal cans and stuff. Look how rough their yard is. Hey, at least you wouldn't have to mow it, right? I just noticed, look at this coop body. It's like a Maltese coop or something down there. It's a cool shot from right here. See the whole town. I like their fence here. This looks like it was maybe a sawmill or something here. Yeah, definitely a sawmill. Look, it's on a big hinge there, bro. Locked up solid, huh?
Yeah.
Those old barrels, everything's riveted together. Oh man, that still goes.
It's got some carbide inserts.
Gotcha. They could get snow up to 20 feet deep and wind up to 100 miles an hour, and they get down to 30 to 40 below zero. That's why they needed this sawmill. Where'd they get the lumber from, though? I don't see a tree in sight. Old Bodie froze that November. So the guy that found this froze. He didn't even make it.
Look at how big that is, though.
That's way bigger than what it looks now. Yeah.
But where's
1880.
there's the mill.
King
so we're like over here.
What? All these
Great
snakes?
Basin rattlesnake?
Stop! Don't even point at them.
It was definitely way bigger.
Guess a lot of them burnt probably.
Yeah.
That was everything I'd hoped it would be. I would highly recommend it. Now we just gotta figure out how to get to Lake Tahoe, and I'm honestly not sure which one of these roads it is. I was so confident, and then I saw there's a road going this way.
Oh my gosh, Josh.
So I'm not sure, guys.
Go to the right.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be 3 miles of dirt, then 10 miles of pavement. It'll take you right to 395.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
you're welcome.
Thank you. So it is the way I originally thought.
That'd be so funny.
If we ended up in the middle of
Yeah.
absolute nowhere.
That'd been hilarious.
Sounds like this might be an easier road. Oh, there's a sign there that says it.
Wait, don't we have to marshal?
Look at his antlers. They're all together.
Antelopes or something. Cool.
Well, they're not cantaloupes. And they had a pretty view, didn't they, coming out of town? Wow. I didn't realize it was this close to the mountains and stuff. And this is the way to go. This is 270, I believe. Look at the road up ahead. You can see where we're headed. Man, it's just, we've seen incredible views all day long today. That is the most sheep I think I've seen in one spot altogether. Wow, that's so many of them. Oh, look, there's a shepherd out there. Hey, how you doing, bud? We finally made it off that road. It was quite a bit easier, so go that route. We got about 100 miles to get to the south edge of Lake Tahoe. Look at that snow track vehicles, look. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen them before in person. That's so cool. I love the old buildings. More and more incredible views today, guys. It looks different, doesn't it? All the rocks are like cracked up. Guys, we are crossing over the Nevada state line. So out of California into Nevada. I don't think you guys have ever been to Nevada.
I don't think so. It's the first state change.
Yeah.
Woo!
Of course, instant casino at the gas station here. Topaz Lodge Casino. It's like the trees from Wizard of Oz and throw apple at you. Plot twist, we're headed towards Carson City, Nevada now.
Plot twist.
This is Gardnerville. Lake Tahoe, everything was too expensive. So we said Carson City's cheaper, we'll go there. I was planning on going there anyway. We are in Carson City. This is kind of a bucket list town for me as well. It has a lot of history. It's named after Kit Carson, if you didn't know. He did a lot of incredible things. And you have to check out Kit Carson's story sometime. Staybridge Sweets? Huh. Didn't know it was a thing. Little sleepy. Squeeze's gonna put our Bodie sticker on.
Yes. Your way up.
Look at you go. Good job. Good job. We definitely have some sort of fluid we're leaking because I've been here before. If you got speckles all over the back of your car, it means something's leaking.
I like this.
Very nice. Hey, Wall. 5 soon.
Why are you doing this to me?
It's almost 10 o'clock here, which is, what, 1 a.m. at home or something?
Yep.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably see Virginia City and Lake Tahoe. 8x Zoom.
Yeah.
Every morning I wake up like at 4 or something. I'm just not used to this time zone. So I'm going to check over the car real quick while everybody else is sleeping. Still trying to decide what to do about this U-joint situation. I talked to the guy last night I got the car from. He said it had been making that noise for 4 or 5 months, so I don't know. He also said he hasn't drove the car much lately. I checked to see if there was like a drive shaft company in town. There is, but today is Saturday and they're not opening until Monday. I'm just really worried that I'm not going to be able to get the drive shaft out with that exhaust and I have no way to cut it. I hate that it has 3, because then like, what if you change the wrong one? Well, we're actually over full on engine oil still. That's better than under full, right? We're a little bit low on coolant. I guess it pushed some out in the desert yesterday. Don't have any antifreeze, but I got bottled water. Always carried bottled water and first aid when we go these crazy trips. I still don't see any slop in the U-joint at all. It just doesn't look like you got any slop there. Whatever's leaking on the passenger side, you can see it's coating the exhaust, and that's why we're having smoke. I think that may be transmission fluid, but I could be wrong. I'm really wondering, do these have grease fittings? Man, that one don't. Oh, well, maybe we could grease them, you know? Get some more miles out of them. That's a negative. while I had it jacked up there, I made my third attempt at checking my rear end, and it just didn't work out. It's still rounding out, even as much force as I can get on it. I think I've just decided we're just gonna roll with this thing, man. And if it starts making hideous noises, we'll address the U-joint then, but it's definitely got a squeak. I think that's where it's coming from. Hopefully it'll just squeak on home, you know? Worked for 4 or 5 months with him not driving it. Why wouldn't it work for us 5,000 miles home? Carrying everything we own in and out every morning, every night. Their breakfast was pretty good, but no waffle maker, no steamroller, no pancakes. They did. All right, we're gonna go to Walmart. These kids have ate like every snack we had in the car, so stock back up before we go to Virginia City. We'll have to take our picture in front and send your dad, Tosh. We got robots cleaning the floors. What in the world? Not only is the trunk packed with groceries now, the entire back glass is, so at least we can survive off of junk food for a few days. Virginia City, here we come. Ralphie's future home. We're headed out in the desert again. It's not really that far of a drive though. It's like 15 miles, I think. Anytime you see like piles of stuff like that, it's probably mining. You see piles of stuff all over the place. It looks like an old mill, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Stuff's nice. So there's a mill to the right. Definitely an old western town, isn't it?
That's neat.
Wow. What's that, Ralph? Oh,
There's a thing on its head.
Oh, wow.
I love him.
It says gold was originally discovered here in 1849, but it took 10 years for prospectors to work their way up the canyon to uncover the silver lode in Virginia City. Everything through here was mines, mills, stores, and homes and restaurants. There's a mine right there. Oh, I love the old mines. So it's like an old mill to the left. Mine shaft on the left here, and it looks like a mill as well. There's a mine shaft to the left. There's like an old Model A pickup there with a dump bed on it, I think. There's another one right there behind it. What is that? Oh, that's a museum?
Yeah.
Oh. This has got to be like downtown here, huh? I got the wooden sidewalks on the left here. Looks like everything is closed. I feel like I'm not early. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Look at this tiny, skinny house here.
I love it.
It's a jeweler. If you drive down to the end of town, there's like a rest area here, which is nice if you need to go to the bathroom. They got the V up on the hill for Virginia City. So we are right here, and it looks like most all the stuff is right there where we drove through in that area. They got some cool mining stuff here. You only eating half that Oreo, son? No. Oh, tragedy struck. So basically this town was built around the Comstock lode, which was found in 1856. So they found a 2.5 mile long silver deposit. Have you ever seen a camshaft this big?
That's a lot of lift.
It is a lot of lift there, man. They better have good valve springs.
Yeah.
I think that raised and lowered the hammers that like pounded the stuff. And look at this winch cable. It's like flat. I don't think I've ever seen cable like that before. I wonder if they still use that in anything today. We ended up paying $10 to park here near the Bucket of Blood Saloon. Sounds nice, huh? This is pretty cool. All this is a mural, the whole thing. Almost thought it was real for a second. Old saloons and stuff. Oh man, they got the casinos in there. Some places are open. It's a little after 9. What'd you get, bracelet? Nice.
Ring, bracelet.
Look at Marge's fancy necklace there.
Necklace.
Very cool. It was all really good price too, huh?
Yeah. Look at my truck over there.
That is your truck, isn't it? Samuel Clemens lived here during the Civil War era. This is where he adopted the name Mark Twain. You didn't know. Sadly, like 10% of the stores are actually open. Virginia City mining. Ralphie spotted this thing. Another donkey engine. It's got all the donkeys. It's got that hood stack. Mercantile's up open. Got everything. Golly, I'd be in a sugar coma. Bob Ross for president. Yeah, I do like the truck. Look at the door panels. Like bottle caps. It's a funny name for a bar, huh? Bucket of Blood. I've heard of it before. Since 1876. Man, all the chandeliers in there. I love the Bonanza Land and Cattle Company sign. Oh, wow. They also got like a gift shop. I love these beads. It's so cool. Mom loves her sea turtle stuff. He was telling us that Bonanza was actually filmed some of the scenes in here. He's a Native American. Him and his wife make all this artwork. Marge got her little sea turtle. But yeah, check him out. He was super nice. I'm sure you could order stuff from him if you want to. They make a little bit of everything. Really pretty here. It's so uneven, these walkways. It's my biggest enemy. We have moseyed into the Way It Was Museum. Looks pretty cool. It's only $6, so not bad. That's cool.
And the donkeys too.
You need to build one of them, Ralph. Look at the big drill. Those were Widowmakers. That is a big adjustable wrench. Oh, the dentist. I was a dentist.
I was proud to be a dentist.
This is a model of all the mine shafts underneath us.
Wait, is that how much money they made?
Yeah.
15 million. Schofield.
I think it is a Schofield. That's a Model 3, yeah. Could you imagine what's still down there probably if you went down, you know, into all these little corners? Knuckle Buster. Oh, here we go.
This is Charlie Jones and Merle Nelson.
Is that a sash? What is that?
It's fancy.
You wear it around your neck? I hadn't really seen those much. Man, they got all the blacksmith and stuff. I wonder if this stuff was just like left behind, you know?
Yeah.
Or if they had to go buy it.
Is that a turbo?
That's when we're gonna get a hand crank blower and we're gonna boost the Ranger.
I'll sit in the passenger.
They got everything you need to cure what ails you. I bet medicine back in the day was sketch. All the miners' hats and stuff. Oh, you see the glow-in-the-dark rocks, guys?
Yeah.
We're in the mine shaft here. Oh, what a sweet picture. Oldest wood splitter I've ever seen. The guy in there said you could see for 100 miles. I don't know. Looks pretty far. That's the same road in 1906. I would definitely recommend it. All right, we're gonna walk back up this way in town. Maybe some more things are open now. You can really tell these are some old buildings. They would never build them this way anymore. It's so cool. Ooh, pigeons popping out here now. We even got the gunfighters coming down the street. Not really a big reason to get here before probably 11, guys. They actually have a mine tour right here on Main Street, but it's not open for a while. So we are going to head towards Lake Tahoe. It's a big one. Everybody's been wanting to go to Lake Tahoe. Definitely recommend this town. They got like a mall too you can ride around town.
That's neat.
Look, guys, there's the train. Oh, it's short. It's a diesel train. We stopped here back in Carson City and put gas in. I'm gonna try not to completely fill it up. I'm trying to listen for it, you know, the bubbles. I think I pulled it off. I heard it start gurgling and I quit. If you can believe it, guys, we got 22 miles a gallon. We gotta go over another mountain range to get to the lake. It's really steep. Car's starting to warm up again, and I had to turn the air off climbing this hill. I mean, it ain't on the red yet, but it's on the A, okay? It doesn't seem that struggle unless you're climbing all the time. May have to pull over. It gets any hotter. I do not want to blow a hose off or something, but we gotta be getting close to the top by now.
Surely.
I think we made it to the top. I'm gonna throw her up in overdrive and let her coast for a while. 7,147 feet. Spec delays. Lake Tahoe Basin right now. We're here. Oh my gosh. That looks more like an ocean than a lake.
Yes. Wow. I'm so excited.
That is really big. Look how big that lake is. That is really opening up now. Guys, merchandise available at thesleeperdude.com. Stuff like our awesome brand new motel sign shirt I designed myself. We got diner shirts back in stock. We got our military shirt back in stock. We've even got artwork from the kids. So go check it out at thesleeperdude.com. It's the only place to get our official merchandise. You can also check out our second channel, Sleeper Dude 2, third channel, Sleeper Dude Armed, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Sleeper Dude 88. Thanks for your support. So big. Wow. Whoa. Was that making a tornado down there?
Just in.
Oh my gosh, it's so clear.
It is.
It's so
clear.
clear. Shore.
Wow.
Well, I think it's going to be cold.
Y'all just gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup.
It's 70 degrees outside temperature here. There's nowhere to park there, though, is there?
Can't even get in right there.
A lot of private here, it looks like. Apparently the beach parking is full. We might have to hop the fence somewhere. This is the third beach site we came to. The first two had signs saying full. They wouldn't even let you in. And I don't know how far off the water we are, but every one of these spots is taken. So that's unfortunate. Beach parking is full, guys. Casinos here is Molly's and Harris. I didn't realize they had all that here. Oh man, there's a car show. Look at all the Corvettes, Ralph, and that cab over truck. That's a fancy car show there. Looks like there's a lot of shopping stuff around here. Pretty high end, probably.
Look at that water.
It looks like you're in the Bahamas or something, you know? Only you could access it. I can go right there, right? Yeah, right?
I think so.
Okay, I think we may have found somewhere to park finally. Reagan Beach. That is so pretty. It's so blue. I don't know if it's coming through on the phone or not, but it's so light, the water. Apparently there were more spots down here. Bringing his ball back. I thought there'd be an area down here where you could swim, but I don't know if there is. I don't know if this is really the beach here, is it?
I think we need to keep on going.
I mean, it's pretty water, but not a good place to swim. We've been driving around this. We are here at Reagan Beach. Word on the street is Pope Beach is a good place to go. That's what Marge says at least. I wouldn't call Reagan Beach a beach.
What?
Just talk about it. I just hit a pole.
Is it bad?
Heard the quarter pound. I saw this pole, but I didn't see that one. Ah, that's a heartbreaker. Ah, I'm so mad. Oh, there's something I gotta fix.
Sorry.
They're really hoping there's somewhere parked in. Oh man, is that a line? Good.
I can guarantee you will not make it.
Is there any way I can turn around right
You
here?
can, yeah. Right here.
Thank you. Unbelievably, there's nowhere we can park. Beach attempt number like 7, Baldwin Beach. Looks like there's a line, but it's like a pay area. We'll see, guys. I'll let you know when we find something. Thank you.
What year is this?
It's a 92. Yeah. Oh yeah, you get your code, you get in, no keys. They put a cone down in front of us. I think they're waiting on a car to come out before they let the next car in. So who knows how long this will take. Okay, we're squeaking right in here. So this one's full too, and you have to wait for somebody to come out before you can go in. We were all excited to come to Lake Tahoe. We thought we could just pull up and go to the beach, but apparently in the summertime, I guess, it's not that way. You might want to plan accordingly.
It's fine.
It makes me so sad. I'm gonna have to get that molding. Maybe Daniel can PDR some of it out for me.
Yeah.
At least this isn't kinkled up here, huh?
Yeah, he could
I just
definitely.
thought I wasn't driving.
If you replace that,
That makes
molding-
me so sad.
If you replace that molding, you could probably pull that out and it'd look perfect.
This looks like a swamp over here. Looks like Florida.
Yep. Unless there's gators.
Too cold for them, probably. Hopefully it's nice after all this. Oh, look at these guys.
Oh, head under. Like, there it is. We got this.
How cold is it?
I felt cold.
We'll try to snorkel here. I didn't expect the waves, really. Do the squeezy dive. One, go. It's a little cold.
Not too cold for squeeze.
I might go. I don't know.
That was fun.
Did you like it?
Yes. Best thing on the trip.
Yeah? Did you
Yeah.
splash all the water out of the lake?
Yeah.
It was very good. I wish it would be easier to get into. On to the Sutter Mill gold discovery site. This is where the California gold rush started in, I believe, in 1848. So they weren't looking for gold, they just found it. Hopefully that happens to me one day. About an hour and a half drive from here. From there, it's on to Folsom Prison and then Alcatraz, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
2 prisons.
There is still a line.
Just as long a line as when we came in. I'll tell you what this place reminds me of is Jackson, Wyoming. When we went there 2 years ago, it was just impossible to park anywhere. We never did find a spot there. Pulling another mountain, this poor car. Mountains everywhere here. Even though I haven't seen the gas tank dripping, I still smell gas every time I crack the window. It's just to let me know it's still there, I guess. Really opened up all of a sudden in here. We had to pull over because the brakes were getting hot and making noises and everything else, so you gotta take it easy down these hills in this thing. It doesn't like it. Oh, look at those delivery trucks in that old building.
For sale, we can buy it.
We gotta buy it. Only we had the money. We're down here by the river. It's beautiful. Marge, this is your place, Marge. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, look at this fancy, what is this, a general store, a barn up ahead?
Something like that.
Wow.
Pear Street.
Ooh. Look, there's all kinds of old stuff here. An old house.
Yeah.
Look, your goats, Marge. They got a bigger herd than you do.
Ghost numbers.
Wonder how they're doing. This one's out. He's not supposed to be over here. For sure. We're on a 13% grade. Marge is panicked back there. She's been keeping up with the grade percentages along the way.
Hey.
It is really steep. And mind you, you're about to pull up, guys. It says Marshall Monument. Let's try that out. It says we're on California's shortest highway.
Wow.
You park down there and you pay $10, and we're gonna go up here, this monument, see what it's all about. So James Marshall was the first guy to find gold here. He was a carpenter building this mill, and instead of keeping it a secret, he pretty much told everybody, it sounds like. Everybody from all over the world came here. They built this monument for him in 1890. What's amazing is he was the very first guy to find gold here, and he somehow did not profit from it. He was a bad businessman, and he passed away broke. Crazy. It said 3,500 people were right here on this hilltop during the dedication of this. I mean, that was still the Wild West times when they built this. He came here in the 1840s, found gold in 1848. Way up on a hill here. You can hear the river down there, though. That's like the monument. I'm going to go down here. There's the Gold Discovery Museum and the actual spot where the mill was built, where they actually found the gold. Not much left to that one, huh?
Oh.
That's pretty neat. You can see there's a lot of old buildings around here. Oh, we can't have that, can we? Here we are. Here's the mill. They got a little worker's cabin over here. Down here where all this is, he was working in there and found a gold nugget. Supposedly only the early people really made a fortune at it, or the people that set up having stores selling shovels and pans. Places especially like San Francisco where we're planning on going. I think a lot more money was made from selling gold pans and shovels than there was actually finding gold. That thing's massive, isn't it? Yeah. Really big. Always wanted to come here. The kids are just excited about the river. It says in the 1940s, the river was down. They did a bunch of digging and found the original foundations of the mill. This is the actual site of where the mill was. This is the original foundation site here. Around the water to run a sawmill. Squeezes off in the rocks. Watch for SNAKs. So that's the original timbers that they found here in 1947. So the mill was only used from 1848 until 1850. And in 1862, it was destroyed by a flood. And they discovered the original site in 1924 and found these timbers showing that it was 60 feet long and 25 feet wide. That's a big sawmill, isn't it? So this closes in 7 minutes. I should have came here first, but I didn't know. This is where to come first if you're here late in the day. Maybe I can get a look around real quick. He told me we had 3 minutes. Barely made it in here. Pretty cool. I'm glad I got to come in here. So this is some of the stuff, like, if you would have sold these items, you probably would have made more money than panning for gold. I got all 3 of the kids gold pans for Christmas. They looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, go down to the creek. Make your daddy proud. By 1851, 5,300,000 ounces of gold was found here. See, in 1847, before the rush, there had only been 7,000 ounces found. In the first year after the discovery, 6,000 miners discovered 368,000 ounces. That would have made them all rich. So you had to be here early. Those are some really old gold pans. That one's weaved. There's Marge and the kids working hard. This is examples of Chinese stores that were in the area during the gold rush. So they would neck it down smaller and smaller. It would become like a jet like that. They blast out the whole side of the hill. We're in the mine. The assayer's office. Very intricate model. Yeah, I've seen stuff like this before. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever been in one of these where it looks like an old Chinese store. It's cool. Here's another one of them high lift cams. There's a massive one here. Man, that's a beautiful Lincoln over there. Basically, all these buildings are built here right after the gold discovery to sell stuff to all the miners. We're just barely late. It's right after 5. That's cool. A lot of this stuff closes at 5. We seem to either be early or late to most places. At least we get to see them, right? Right. Ralphie's just really wanting to see some blacksmith stuff. Look at these two. They gave up on us. That was very cool. Next stop, though, is Folsom Prison. Ooh, where Johnny Cash sang about, and he actually performed there, I think, twice. Pretty cool place. A lot of people know the name.
One of the best songs ever written, in my opinion.
It's outside of Sacramento, and we will probably stay somewhere around Sacramento tonight. Yeah, it says Johnny Cash Trail. There's your truck, Ralph. That's exactly what Ralphie wants. He loves it. I know. What would you do with that?
I drive it everywhere.
Yeah, except for in a parking spot. Folsom State Prison. No stopping or turning on Prison Road. That's what the warden says. That's the way to the museum, but it's closed for whatever reason. I honestly don't know what we can see. Oh, there's the walls of the prison right there. We just had to see Folsom Prison while they were this close. I like the walls. Is cool, as long as you're on the outside. I think this may be the parking lot for visitors to inmates in there, possibly. Guard shack up there. Yeah, Folsom Prison, though. Always heard about it. Never thought I'd see it. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Looks like a very old prison. We got a deer out here. They started the process of building in 1858, but it didn't even get completed and get inmates until 1880. Well, we're getting spotted by the guards, so we're going to leave.
Spot.
But it's pretty cool to see Folsom Prison. Man, that is a massive truck. Golly. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't have got you closer. Pretty cool to see the guard shack and the wall. It's kind of crazy how many prisons from the 1800s are still in use. The scenery has definitely changed now. We're coming into the city of Sacramento now. Sun's going down again. We're in it now. Big city of Sacramento. We're going over the bridge here. We haven't found anywhere to eat yet. We're just guys downtown here.
Turn left onto.
Still squeaking. Look at that pile. Oh, look. Oldsville, I think, behind it. I think we're at our home away from home tonight. Not bad, Marge. It has a parking lot. Yeah. Squeeze, look at that purple car.
That's nice.
Man, guys, I can't say enough about how sad I am about this. Oh, it's such a bummer. That's going to have to be replaced. I can repair that and that. Really, to do it right, you got to clear coat the whole quarter, which goes to the roof, which goes to the other quarter. Yeah, sad day. Marge did good. Again, we got a whole kitchen. Not that we will use it. Spacious, huh? We'll see y'all tomorrow, and we'll head towards San Francisco. We got a big line for the waffle maker this morning. It's the first place we've had waffles so far, so not bad. We have to get on the road. We got to get to Alcatraz as soon as possible because we don't have tickets. And if there's any chance of us getting tickets, we got to be there when they open. Tonight was the first night I slept until my alarm. We got about an hour and a half drive to go.
So it is super flat out here.
It is all of a sudden. We've been climbing mountains for days, now it's flat. Look at the minions. Is that hay bales?
That's hilarious.
That's
hilarious.
There's our first wind turbines. Oh, lordy.
It's not the Golden Gate, but it's big. Is that the ocean?
Yeah, I reckon.
Chase.
Oh my gosh.
It's a police chase. The police are after this white car. There's like 4 more behind us coming up.
Oh, Lord.
I've never seen a high-speed chase.
We're in it.
Look, we're right here. Look, here he goes.
That was like a random car. That's doing a fast car.
Look, they're flying past us. We're in a police chase.
Well, you better watch
That is gone. That's like a grandma car.
It was like a Toyota Avalon or Camry or something.
Oh my goodness. Better watch for the spike strips and stuff. Pit maneuvers. You be very prepared.
I've never lived through that before. That's never happened to me.
That was wild.
I was like, why is this cop coming up so fast? And there's all these ones behind him. And here comes this dude in the white Camry. Do you think they're going to catch you up here?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's sketchy.
It's a Camry.
That's so risky.
Why did it look like people were getting out of his way? It was like a free lane.
Here comes Barney. We got one more. He's in the very back of the pack.
That's been a minute.
It's been like 10 minutes. There it is. That's San Francisco. That's where we're headed. We got a bunch of shipping in here, it looks like. Container ships. I wonder why it only has some ports right here in the very end. It's kind of weird, huh? Marge likes big.
I do not at all.
I can see a Golden Gate Bridge.
I can see
Alcatraz is
nothing.
over that way. It's in the fall.
It's like disappearing into the sky.
Oh, I can barely see it.
See Alcatraz? Well, what's that to the right? Isn't that it? Or is that something else?
Oh, that might be it.
I think that's it.
I think that is, yeah.
That's it. Oh, we saw it.
We seen it, kids.
Totally.
We're in it now.
There's the water right down there.
Oh, yeah.
Golly.
This city, I believe, was built around the gold rush. A lot of people came in here from other countries because you would have to sail around South America to get here from the East Coast back then. There was no railroad across the country. Under a lot of these buildings is ships that were just left in the port and
What?
built on top of, yeah. Oh man, we gotta wait on the metro to come through. What a crazy intersection. So there's all these different piers. So Pier 33 is where the Alcatraz tour boat leaves from that we don't know if we can get tickets for or not. And then Pier 39 is like the touristy area. It's supposed to be like sea lions or seals or something here. That looks old, doesn't it?
He's so cute.
I love it. There's a lot of people running down here and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're running from. That's where it says the park, right there.
Stay in the right 2 lanes.
Is that
Private
parking?
parking. It's not it.
All right, we gotta figure out where to park. Apparently you can't park where I was trying to park. You gotta park here, which I guess is like Pier 29 or something. Either way, we're parking here. We're gonna hoof it from this point. So they have a thing on the loudspeaker saying don't leave anything in your car because people will steal your junk. So we're gonna take all our valuables with us. We're gonna walk up here to Pier 33, see if there's any chance of us getting on a boat to Alcatraz. I hope so, don't you?
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if we actually got to see it up close. Looks like there is a massive line this morning, so we'll see. If you can believe it, they were completely sold out, but they had a combination tour with Angel Island. Is that what they called it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
We're doing it.
So we did the combination tour. It's a little bit more, but at least it gets us to Alcatraz.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so excited now. All right, we got to get in line. It must be Mike driving that boat down there. Hornblower Discovery. Got to be Mike behind the wheel.
To Alcatraz,
I think our boat's
Island,
coming in.
a unit of the National Park System.
We're seeing
Each
our first
visitor will need their own
seals,
ticket when
sea
entering
lions,
the
whatever.
boarding gate.
We've never seen any before. I promise they're out there. Oh, there's one to the left. Oh, that's cool. All right, we're going. Kids said they wanted to go on another cruise. I said, here you go. Permission granted. It's a big boat.
Right there, I think so.
We're gonna go upstairs, I think, though, so we can see better. Oh, here we go. We're heading out. There's Alcatraz right there. It's a smaller island from here than I thought it would be. And that's Angel Island, I guess, right there. That's the bridge we came in on over there, I think. It's very foggy here again. There's more small houses over here than I thought there would be. Over here's like Pier 39, which is like the tourist area. Right there's the Golden Gate Bridge. Wow. Tons of birds.
Yeah.
The smell here is pretty rough, with like fish or something. I don't know. Shoo, it stinks. What a cool building here.
Just a brief orientation.
Oh, we gotta talk to Ranger
before you
Ray.
Head up the hill and explore our island today. I'll tell you where you can pick up your audio guides. I'll tell you where you can meet our.
This old Chevrolet here. I think it's in nice shape. Look, there's little babies over there. They're just growing up. I see the nest back there. They're super cute. There's a bazillion birds here. I mean, you're just one Cheeto away from being plucked out.
This is my poo patrol right here.
Nice. Little stairs. We watched the movie Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood not long ago. The kids have never seen the movie The Rock with Nicolas Cage in it, but I remember watching it when it came out. There's more babies. It is quite a walk to get the audio tour. This guy was a prisoner here in the 1950s. He's here today. We're in Alcatraz. So this is where you got checked as you came in and showered, made sure you didn't have lice. Oh, that'd been a bad day. If you didn't know, Al Capone was here, a lot of famous prisoners. They may keep Marge. They've seen your driving record. We all got our audio tours now. Going up into the cells. I've seen this in so many TV shows and documentaries. It's so neat to actually be here. Man, no privacy, huh? So the audio tour is voices of people that were guards here, or prisoners. So it opened in 1934. 5 foot by 9 foot room. You were given a pack of cigarettes every week, whether you smoked or not. So this is the D block. If you were a bad prisoner, you came in here and never got to leave. Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, Creepy Carpus. This was solitary confinement, the green doors. They didn't even turn the lights on for them. That'd be creepy, huh? He's stuck in here. Look at the bars on the windows. This is the library room. Look how much metal there is in here, all these bars. How many cells were here? People would paint and stuff, crochet, all kinds of stuff. Here's some of the paintings. Look at these little tiny windows you can look out of. So this was where they could have visitation. This is where the 1962 escape happened. Cell 138. When Ralphie was like in first or second grade, he came home, he's like, these guys escaped from Alcatraz. He said, why aren't they looking for him still? He's always been amazed by Alcatraz. See that? Dug out through the back wall. That's super cool to see where it actually happened at. And this is the corridor they escaped through behind their cell. 3 times a day they had a 20-minute meal here. 200 at a time. So these are tear gas canisters that they could open up if they needed to shut everybody down. There's the kitchen in there. They had outlines for the knives to know if one was missing. Robert Kennedy shut the place down in 1963. Well, that's the end of the audio tour. We gotta turn them back in. That's very cool. You wanna exit through the gift shop, $13. Cool old magazines and comics and stuff. Do you think that they made it out of here alive?
Absolutely.
The guys that escaped. You think they're still out there? That's the 3 guys that escaped right there. Supposedly they wrote letters to their families saying they were alive, but who knows. Look at this massive key for the cells you can buy.
Huh.
They got their food trays, all kinds of cool stuff. Here's one of the prisoners right here, Bill Baker. I've watched some videos of him on YouTube talking about being here in Alcatraz, so he wrote a book and everything. Pretty cool. That was everything I hoped it would be. I'm so glad we got to come here. These babies are so funny looking. This is all March here, baby birds and flowers.
All kinds of pretty flowers.
I guess this is where they open all the doors if you need to come through here. And there's the... This is the warden's house here, and it's all dilapidated now. Man, that is tall. But that's a good view from up there. It'd be cool to go up there. This is what the warden's house used to look like. And unfortunately, that's what it looks like now. Looks like an old Spanish mission or something. Oh, wow. Look how many birds are down there. Wow. There's thousands of birds down there. This old picture from right here in the parade grounds from 1870s. I will say, it definitely seems possible to swim.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel like I could swim that.
You wouldn't make it happen.
What do you think, Ralph?
If you had like a surfboard, yeah.
I mean, I might stretch first, you know.
Yeah, I would swim that.
Yeah, but the sea lions and stuff are taken out.
There's the Golden Gate. Yeah, seagull right here. They're so cute.
There's 3.
I love their
Those
spots.
are littler. Those are smaller. There's 3.
This is the officers club here. It's about fell in too. Between 1910 and 1933. 'Cause back then it was a military prison. This is the quartermaster's building here, and this is the powerhouse. In 1932 alone, this power plant burned over 760 gallons of black fuel. There's something here, but it's closed right now. I love the look of that building over there. All right, I think we've reached the end of it. We're going to head back towards the dock. Look, we got a seal. Look at that. That's our first one we've ever seen in the wild. Wow. He's heading in the shore. Maybe it's a sea lion. He can hold his breath better than I can because he never did come back up. We all voted that we're going to skip the Angel Island tour because you can take a boat back anytime you want to. We're just going to go back over to where our car's parked and maybe see some stuff there. There's a few other things here in town we want to see that are more important to us than the other island. I did not expect there to be so many plants and birds and stuff. Did you?
It's nice.
It's really cool. Definitely recommend it, guys, but buy your tickets ahead of time. All these little babies. You better be careful up there. Back for our second cruise of the day. I think we're gonna eat on the boat too. Probably easier to eat there than anywhere else. Hot dogs on the boat today. That's our lunch. The waters are really choppy out here. All right, everybody squish out the door. You got a really big model here of Alcatraz. I think we're gonna head to Pier 39, which is like a touristy spot that way. They're selling fruit and food out here. If we'd only known, we'd get a bacon wrap dog out here. You know Ralphie couldn't go past the fruit thing without getting one. Oh look, that's pretty cool. Man, he has always loved fruit since birth. You can hear the sea lions or seals from here. I will say Alcatraz is pretty close here. You can see it really good if you just come down to the end of Pier 39. So this is one of the places that my dad and my grandparents went in 1976. They didn't actually go out for the prison tour, but I think they came to a similar spot that we did and took pictures of it. Where is it at? Is it over here?
Oh my gosh.
She gets moving fast when she sees something like this.
Oh, they're over there.
They're so loud.
They're so loud.
Wow. They sound like you, Ralphie. There's so many of them. Look at them laid out, Todd. How they lay over. Yeah, we gotta FaceTime Mimi. That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it a great one?
Look at them curled up. Look here. Marge, is this the best?
This is the best. It's the highlight of my trip so far.
These guys are just looking into the sun. I've never seen any of those in person.
Crazy.
Except for at like a show or something, you know? Never seen any of those out in the wild.
That was so good.
Great. This is inside the Pier 39 area, like the shopping and food area and stuff like that. Very touristy. Rides here and everything. You know I'm going in the Western shop. Oh, yeah.
Jesse James.
Yeah, cool. It's a good thing Mimi ain't here. We wouldn't be able to fit all the shoes. If this is smell-o-vision, y'all be hungry right now. Yeah, it smells great in here. Trish's. You finally found your spot, Trish's.
That's good.
She always uses the name Trish at restaurants. Those are so cool. These cable cars or whatever. That's gotta be from the 40s or 50s, right? I bet that thing's been running for a long time. A little bit tough to park and get over here, but pretty worth it. Squeeze only likes the watermelon, so she taught me into a watermelon on the way back. You got the little umbrella too. Yeah. A lot of people are parking here since we were here. Hopefully the car's still good. Hey guys, I think we're good. She's safe. Let's get out of here. Honestly, the biggest thing I was worried about here was the car getting broke into because I've heard stories and stuff like that happening here. I thought it might be better to park in a parking garage than outside, like out there. On to Lombard Street and the painted ladies from the show Full House. And then I'm planning on going to Wyatt Earp's grave. If you've ever seen the movie Bullet with Steve McQueen, this is where they did the chase scene with the Mustang and the Charger. A lot of these streets like go up hills. You can jump the hills going up through here. Look at that Beetle van over there, Wall.
Oh, wow.
Man, what a crazy paint job, huh? You know, see how it goes up and then levels off and goes up again. That's crazy. Hills.
Lordy.
Oh man, these are crazy. Yeah. See the old trolley car tracks?
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Look at those flowers on that. I love that.
So this is really steep here, but what we're going to is even crazier. It'd be hard to do in a little puny manual car, huh? Mm-hmm. Golly, what's the angle on this, Marge? What's your angle finder say?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I can't believe they built on this. I'm not gonna bottom out.
Oh, Lordy. There's no way in the world I would live here.
Look at the parking. Look this way.
Oh my gosh.
Look this way. Look how steep that is.
It's like going up a roller coaster.
It is. Look at what we're going down, guys.
I'm not looking. This is like a roller coaster.
Look down that. This is the craziest street.
This is it. Oh.
Yeah, this is the street. We are on the craziest street.
Oh, saxophone.
Why did they build a street like this?
Look, people live right here.
Yeah.
Look at that view there.
I've never been on any street like this ever. Honestly, did not expect to be going down. I thought it'd be coming up on the other side. Why would they build it this way? It's just too steep to do a straight, flat road?
I guess. We're so far above everything.
Look at their parking. I guess the worst parking spot in the world. You almost wouldn't believe a road like this exists. Marge, at least you can say you did it. That is so crazy. What a cool street. Can't be a lot of people who could say they went down the street, huh?
Nope.
Especially not where we're from. On to the full house houses. Look at all the cables, guys, above us. And that bus is even hooked in those cables.
I think I might want to live here.
No, you shouldn't live here. This is crazy.
I think it'd be cool.
That's a pretty cool building. I love the mural on the side of it. You see all these with the rooftops?
Yeah.
That's the houses right there.
Very cool.
Full house right there.
That's so cool.
And they're pretty, aren't they? Look at all the trim work and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the ones they use. The shot at the beginning is from up this hill at the park, shooting down this way towards these houses.
Yeah.
That's them right there. The Painted Ladies is what they're called.
That's super cool.
All right, on to Wyatt Earp's grave. What is that thing?
I don't know.
It's
like self-driving
something.
buggy.
It's about 10 more miles. We're in this hideous interstate traffic in San Francisco now. We're actually going south. Man, it's just like...
They ain't got a spot nowhere for nothing, do they?
No, and they're crazy colors too. It ain't run very fast. I think I see it ahead. You see all the graves?
Oh, wow. It's ginormous.
Yeah, it is. Look at the size of that building to the right.
Lordy.
Hills of Eternity. Look at this. This is massive.
These are some big ones. Like, even the headstones are big.
So this is a Jewish cemetery.
Just Jewish only?
Pretty sure. Wyatt Earp was not Jewish, but his wife, Josephine, was. Look at the dates on these. 1810, 1828. Man, these are some old graves. 1827. It is.
Oh, it's got a bullet or something on top.
A little bit of everything. People leaving stuff here.
Oh my gosh.
See, she was born later than him.
Wow. 13 years later.
He lived a crazy life. I mean, some of it may have been exaggerated, who knows, but he definitely lived a crazy life. He was a lawman all across the West. After the tombstone stuff, he went to Alaska during the gold rush times and stuff. But this is where he's buried, right here.
You
he
made
was even involved in like early silent movie stuff as like a consultant for Westerns in the silent era. I've been to Buffalo Bill Cody's grave, Wild Bill Hickok, Texas Jack.
Annie Oakley.
Annie Oakley, this is a big one though for me. The big thing with him is he outlived a lot of people that didn't make it through the Wild West times. We've walked a couple rows over here. Look at this massive one right here. So this is Levi Strauss. Oh. The guy who made Levi jeans. Fair to say, I think he passed away with more money than Wyatt Earp did. That's almost unbelievable, isn't it?
It's got a lot of people in there.
Multiple family members.
That's kind of crazy.
Pretty neat, guys. Don't cost nothing to go to the cemetery.
No.
And look at all the fun you can have. I feel complete now. I've been to Wyatt Earp's grave.
Yeah.
Probably the most famous Wild West guy there is.
Yeah.
According to the Google, there's some graves in here from 1704. I've never seen such a realistic gravestone like that. I always knew he was buried over here, but I never really thought I'd get to come over here and see it. Thank the Lord, we are headed out of the big city. We really won't be in any major cities, maybe until St. Louis. We're gonna head up the coast now. I think the next stop is the Glass Beach, I believe.
Yep.
We got about a 3.5 hour drive.
Here we go.
About to get on the Golden Gate Bridge. There it is, the Golden Gate Bridge, guys.
That's so cool.
That is so cool. I think you can walk on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can. There's people walking. I don't know why.
That's crazy.
Marge wouldn't get up there.
Yeah, thank you. It's in the clouds.
You should see where we were, like Alcatraz and stuff off to your right, probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right out there in the
Didn't
distance.
they build this like in the 1930s?
Yeah, it's pretty old. I mean, it's got rivets, so.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Wow. I've walked on some big bridges, but not this big. You usually can feel them moving if you're walking on them. This is yet another place that my grandparents visited in 1976. Check out all the old cars in their photo. That's so cool.
That's huge.
Yeah. It's almost 100 years old, Marge. It must always be overcast here. That's cool.
Yeah. Man.
What a view. Man, that is a pretty view. We're living out on the water. Look at those crazy houses on the water, guys.
Yeah.
What is that?
Houseboats.
Look at those fins.
Wow.
What a beauty. Big 300.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're on the other side of the interstate.
Yeah. Alright, they're back at it.
Same guy, still chasing. I saw signs for like Napa, California. I guess we're like where all the vineyards and stuff are around here, maybe the Napa Valley, I don't know. We're on the back roads now. Look at all them logs.
Alabama. It's called
It
Redwood.
just keeps going. Man, incredible, really. Yeah, back roads for like 80 miles to the coast.
Yeah.
Deer. On the side of the road, just sitting there. Super curvy road. I didn't expect all the curves. We're in Anderson Valley, California, I'm playing. Really in the forest now. We're just like one vineyard after the other, and now we're in the woods. Got about 30 miles to go before we get to the coast. We're coming into the Navarro Redwood Forest. So that's why the trees are getting really big. They are massive. They're tall. Look how tall they are.
Just about walk the sunshine out.
Look at this. They look taller to me. Man, this is beautiful out here. I'm glad we came this way. I think that's taller for sure, isn't it? They look so tall. I like the undergrowth. It's so cool looking. Looks like I could get poison ivy in 2 seconds. Got ferns here. Keep an eye out for Bigfoots, guys. Look how big that clover is. Like everything we found here is like way bigger than what we have at the house. Give them a scale there, Ralphie. See how big that tree is, guys? Massive. It's so beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Marge getting them panoramic shots. Guys, the Lincoln is just still squeaking right along. I just can't say enough good things about this car. You can definitely tell a difference in the redwoods from the sequoias. Like, the bark looks harder. It's massive, but it's not quite as big around as this.
No, it seems really tall.
It seems taller, yeah. Beautiful drive. Definitely a good road to go on. See how the bark is on that? It's so wide. It is so cool. We should see a lot of this over the next couple days because we're driving right through a lot of the redwood forest area. There's so many massive stumps here, and they're all about the same height up. I gotta think that's from them getting cut down back then, like 100 years ago. Now, I guess they could have died, but they all seem to be about the same height stump. It almost blocks out all the sun coming in here. It's only 59 degrees here outside. It was like 90 something earlier today. Ooh, oh, look at the rocks.
Wow.
Whoa. Look at that. It's so pretty. You don't ever see rocks like that. See all the logs too that washed up?
It's crazy. It looks so different.
It looks fake.
Yeah.
There's not a guardrail in sight, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Inside. Just the ocean, that's all.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
look to the left. Wow.
Woo.
Look at that. It's so different than the ocean we're used to.
Yeah.
It doesn't look anything like Florida. I don't even see a place you can go down there from here. Whoa. Look at that. That's so crazy. I think there might finally be a pull-off place. Let's pull in here. What do you say?
Sure.
Van Dam State Park. It's only in the 50s right now. It's so cold feeling. Oh, Mustang. It's fun to go out there and climb on that big rock. Sand here, a lot of rocks. Pretty time of day too, the sun's setting. It's nothing like a sandy beach, is it at all? It all looks like river rock. Yeah, it makes me feel like you're in a foreign country almost in here. Oh, you skipped it, I saw it. Look at that beauty. Sitting there auto leveled. We got about 13 miles to go. What are these buildings?
I don't know.
They're all fill in. We are coming into Fort Bragg now. Marge done rented a room for tonight, so I guess we're staying here. Glass Beach. Glass Pebble Beach? What is it? Pebble Glass Beach?
Something like that.
Beach, maybe?
They still have a Radio Shack? Man, I wish we had a Radio Shack.
We should go. I've never been to one.
They're so cool. Not very busy either, which I like that. We are here, guys. Let's see if there's any glass down here. It's a little bit of a walk down here. I hope it's as cool as it looks in the pictures. So from what I understand, I think they used to dump glass out here, and now it's rolled up smooth and it washes up on shore. I can see it from here. Oh, this is neat. There's lots of shells here. Yeah, look at it right here. Yes. That's glass. It's all different colors of glass. That is super cool. How neat is this, Marge?
It's so cool.
I'm gonna say glass.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh. It's a crab.
Oh, Squee's got a crab already. What's his name?
Oh, he's a big one, kinda. I'm gonna grab him.
Don't hurt him.
Hey,
Squeeze just grabs up stuff. It is so cool. The glass here. But it's rolled up smooth because it's been rolling out there in the ocean for 100 years.
That's so clear water.
It is very clear. Almost everything out here is glass pieces. Like literally almost all this. There's a green one.
And little slugs and crabs.
Oh, wow, crab.
Did you?
That's cold. Yeah, look, there's so many like anemones.
I don't know if that's a word.
It is. I see anemones.
I love these green ones. It's so neat. I wonder what you could find out there snorkeling, you know.
Oh, I love it. I want to walk on that.
These rocks are crazy. It looks like it beat you up out there. What is that?
It's like the fungi.
I thought it was squidward tentacles. Gosh, just everywhere, guys.
There's like tons of hermit crabs.
There's little hermit crabs walking around everywhere.
Yeah. He's got hold of this shell.
It's like the first time I've seen like crabs.
Hi, guy.
Ralphie wants to see if this is a cave over here. Looks like a cave. How far does it go?
What did you feed in? Should I go?
Sure. Cool place to get out of the sun, huh?
Yeah.
It's so smooth too, like there's no sharp glass, is there? Tells you how long it's been rolling around, huh? Yeah. Do you love it, Squeeze?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I've never seen glass on the beach like that. Is it cold?
It's freezing.
Freezing?
But it's worth it. I would love to snorkel in it.
The Squeeze is off over there doing her own thing. She loves the beach. We've climbed up here on the rocks. They are super rough. I don't know that I've seen rocks that look this way, honestly. It's so strange looking, isn't it?
Look, tons of clams or something.
There's a bunch of crabs up underneath those ledges. There's seals. Don't run. Right there on the rocks.
Those aren't sea lions. No, those are seals. Seals, yeah, they came
Look,
in.
they're so cute.
They're different colors.
I can't believe they're just right out here at the beach.
That's hilarious.
We're used to seeing dolphins, you know, in Florida, but nothing like this. They're just hanging out there.
A crab was on here and dropped down in.
There's a hole there.
Yeah.
Good thing I got my flops on. I'm locked in.
I can't see the end of that.
This is so cool. Such a neat beach. Everywhere's got a hermit crab.
Look, it's got a hermit crab.
They're tiny. We found a structure. It's thousands of years old, probably.
I want to look in. That's so cool.
It is pretty cool.
Look,
Little fort, huh?
How'd they get that there?
I think the ocean got that one there, and I think they did the rest. Where's Marge going? She's put it in 4 low. Is that even a way home?
That was so fun.
This was a find for sure.
Best. I could probably stay there all day. Highly recommend.
Didn't you find this one, Wall?
Yeah.
Wall helps me do a lot of research when we go to these trips. There's a ton of research leading up to this to make sure we don't drive right past something that's awesome. It still happens, but we do a lot of research.
I put Lombard Street down too.
Yeah. Here's a shot from up high. Kind of see how big the area is here, but lots of rocks through here and lots of places to climb. We're here at Marge's home away from home.
Well, that's a cool one.
It is a cool one. We haven't seen one that looks like this. We should have seen them all by now. Here are squeakies.
Wow.
This one has doors to the outside.
Doors to the outside. That's my favorite.
Hmm.
We got to get our Alcatraz sticker put on here.
No bubbles. Wait, that's not big enough.
We'll move over to the right. Barely.
No bubbles. Great job.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
It's beautiful.
I really like the looks of this one. It's pretty cool. Looks like where we've been living lately. I'm glad to be out of the major cities.
Yeah.
You might know where the next stop is on the trip.
Or Confusion Hill.
So that might have been the best day yet.
I love all the crabs and all the creatures.
So Confusion Hill, that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's the place Squeeze wanted to go, Confusion Hill.
I
She
can't
said
wait.
she's gonna buy souvenirs and stuff.
And take a picture with the bill.
Yeah, it's her like favorite show. So, all right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. But that's going to be the end of this video. Next video, we're headed towards Squeeze's biggest thing she wanted to see on this trip, Confusion Hill. Marge does a little driving. We'll go through some more of the Redwood Forrest area. We are heading towards our farthest point from home, which is 2,700 miles, on into Oregon and the Crater Lake, through Idaho, a World War II prison camp, the largest military surplus store I've ever seen, and back into Yellowstone. And we still have 3,900 miles to get home. Are we going to have any more car issues? Is this U-joint going to hang in there? Is she going to overheat going across the Continental Divide? We'll have to find out in the next videos. Check out our website, thesleeperdude.com. Second channel, Sleeper Dude 2. Third channel, Sleeper Dude Armed. Squeezy channel at Squeezy Arts. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Sleeper Dude 88. Thanks for watching.